Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Houston Astros. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Chambi. Well, Singy, this ballpark's still among the game's best. When the roof is open, it feels like an outdoor ballpark, and then you have the shade and the cool when the roof is closed.
Yeah, and formerly Tal's Hill out there in center. You still have the Crawford boxes in left, a unique setback in left center field, which causes the left fielders to have to play differently, but there is a lot of character to this place.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And towing the slab in this one, Tatsuya Imai. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Coming up on the first pitch, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that is out of play. Fought off foul. Oh, 2 now. Out towards right center field. Myers on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. That one pushed foul. Breaking ball misses down and away. No question about this one. It's out of here. He shoots one out to right. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
1 down. Mookie digs in here. Way high.
That's high. That's a ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-0. That one way inside. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here on opening day. Out towards left center. Myers moving under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fifth, catcher, Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Smith settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. Throw sails over his head at first. And he's into second with nobody out. And now it's Christian Walker. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at second. Chases the fastball up the ladder. Struck him out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
That's a ball. Carlos Correa at the plate now. That's ball one. Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside edge. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Tucker should have this one. And there are 2 outs. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Batting fourth, catcher Cesar.
Next to hit, Cesar Salazar.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Ball. Runner at third, 2 away. A little out front there as he swings through it. Fouled off. He was late. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. On the ground. Tosses to first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Swings through that. In the air, foul off first. And there's 1 down.
Batting seventh, third baseman Max Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
to the right side, but that rolls foul. And the 0-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Batting 8th, center fielder.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Swings through that one. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Tucker takes it in for the out. 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. That misses. Ball 1. Line to left. 2 down.
Batting 7th, right fielder.
Cam Smith digs in now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
And a big swing and a miss. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Another 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 1-2. That one just misses.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. This one chopped to first. And a foul ball. In the air out to center. Myers coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Here's Ohtani. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out. Runner at second. Kyle Tucker will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Line, and that's a base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score. It's 2-0.
Comes through with the RBI. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Mookie Betts now. He's 0 for 1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Out number 2. Freeman bats left, throws right. He made his big league debut when he was just 21 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2007. Freeman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. To the right side. Altuve handles it. Fires over to first. And Freeman is retired. That's the third out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Pena started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Rolled over to third, and it goes just foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him, 1 away on the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Hike 1.
And now the 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Loperfido in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third. Nothing doing there for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. On to the fourth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Out towards right center field. Smith under it. And makes the grab. And a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first. This one in the air, center field. Myers under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers. Third baseman.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And he grounds one to the right side. Altuve handles it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
That's in for a strike. Just missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Out to short. Bats up with it. Slings to first.
No!
1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next for the Astros. The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Flied to right his first time. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. The Astros yet to pick up a hit here.
Come on, Houston.
And a swing and a miss there. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Now here is Cesar Salazar. He's 0 for 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on here on opening day. Oh, 0-2 now. Sets him down looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Houston, ready now for the 5th inning. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-1. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Going 1. That one fouled off. That's outside, and the count is 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Pitch misses. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2-2. Outside. And that's an 8-pitch walk. He really made the pitcher work for that one.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. On the ground, right side. And a foul ball. 0-1 down. Swinging a foul straight back. Grounder might be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. Singing you can't. For anything more, this guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that's the 3rd out. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Late swing fouled off. drilled in the air out towards right center. Pajes on the move. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder.
So next up for Houston, Cam Smith. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Back after this on the show. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Mookie Betts,
Leading
the
off
next
for the
to hit.
Dodgers, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. High fly ball, right field. Smith drifts towards it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swings through that one out in front that time. Breaking ball misses down and away. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Sends it across to first, and they get the out on Smith. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Jeremy Pena.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Chop to third. Muncy. handles, throws to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Struck out swinging his first time. And
That's a
ball
ball.
one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
The Astros hitless so far in the game. And that one fouled off. One, two now. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Joey.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Houston lineup turns over. Joey Loperfido now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Heck!
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
The Astros have some action in their pen. Bennett Sousa, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. And that one hammered way back there. And that's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Smith drifts towards it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
So up next, Andy Pages. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. That misses. Ball 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Salazar down to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. That one missed.
No, ball.
Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a 1-1. And that's in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Correa, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Right there for a strike. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Up next for the Astros, catcher, Cesar Salazar.
Here's the catcher, Cesar Salazar. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And a swing and a miss. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 7 no-hit innings in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
62,
Bennett Sousa.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Hesung Kim digs in now, batting for the first time here in the 8th inning after coming. To the game as a pinch runner. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
This one in the air, center field. Correa in position. 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
And next for L.A., Kyle Tucker. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss at a slider. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Mike Burrows, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. De Los Santos getting cranked up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Correa over to first. 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Dodgers.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Isaac Paredes. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
On the ground to short, Betts. Whips it to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Trying to bunt his way on. Throws to first in time. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Smith in the box again, takes a strike. Strike two.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw some.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're
the
back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Angel De Los Santos.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 in this one. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the board. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 3. And that's outside.
Ball.
The 1-0. In the air, center field. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. First pitch swinging.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Base hit, and they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out towards right center field. Smith gets under it. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave 1. They're up 2-0. Last chance for the home team. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Jeremy Pena.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right side, hard hit. Throw on to Freeman, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Alex Vesia departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Edwin Diaz on a pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. That one
No,
close,
that missed. That's
ruled
the
the
ball.
ball. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The Dodgers trying to close out a 2-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one to first. And that's just foul.
Well, that 2-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Missed. That's the ball.
And that misses. And it's 1-2. Challenge from behind the dish here.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. 1-2 now. Altuve waits. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And just 1 out remaining for Houston.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Diaz going for save number 1 in this spot. Swings through that. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 3 called. It's a no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.